Welcome viewers to the third and final episode of my three-part vlog of the 2026 DUNLOP Sydney 500 opening round. Arriving at midday at a sweltering Sydney Motorsport Park, we'd enjoyed the qualifying for the Super 2 Series for the second race of their event, and along with that we enjoyed a nice grid walk or pit lane walk with the Super 2 Series, getting up close and personal with some of the best teams and drivers on the grid. Shortly after, qualifying with the Supercars began.
It is almost time for qualifying for the Supercars Championship here at Sydney Motorsport Park. Every driver is out on track. We are set to have the top 10 shootout to decide the top 10 drivers on the grid. Chaz Mostert has been scratched from the Saturday race results, which is unfortunate for him, but hopefully we can see him rise up through the grid today.
The third qualifying session for the 2026 Supercars Championship season opener went off without a hitch, with no red flags or yellow flags for that matter brought out. Later, the shootout would begin.
Season 2026. It is almost time for the top 10 shootout. Brock Feeney is set to be released from the pit exit onto this incredible racetrack here in Eastern Creek. In fact, he's only just come out. He's only just come out to start his lap. This is going to be great.
One lap speed matters in top 10 shootouts, and the top 10 drivers mastered the top 10 shootout, with incredible laps being decked by all 10 drivers, with a mix of Toyotas, Fords, and Chevrolets on the grid, specifically a Red Bull Mustang and a Penrite Mustang sharing the front row of the grid.
Can I get him? Because I need him. Let me hear him. Feeney to pole. Brock Feeney gets pole position for the final race of the day. Final race of the vlog here in Sydney Motorsport Park.
Shortly after, the fans came out for the third grid walk of the year, with a Red Bull car and a Penrite car sharing the front row. The formation lap was run, the grid was cleared, and the third race of the year was to begin in the heat of the day, with rain forecast later in the event.
Kawakina, way up. Let's go V8 racing in Sydney! Whoa! Can I get him? Because I need him!
Under overcast skies, the field completed what was then a 52-lap race with 2 mandatory pit stops, just the same from the previous race on Saturday. As rain was forecast, Job Stewart had a loose wheel, so he had to pit for a spare time.
We are going to have some rain forecast for the remainder of this race. Job Stewart had to pull back in the pit lane because of a potential loose wheel. Look at those clouds. Absolutely menacing right now.
Rain would fall onto the track and James Golding would lose a wheel, forcing the safety car period the second time for the season.
Rain is about to fall at Eastern Creek Raceway. Brody Kostecki's jumped out of the pit lane, and the drivers have entered and exited the pit lane, changing their tires from slicks to wets.
With the occasional flash of lightning over turn 5, rain predominantly hit the back end of the track, mainly around turns 4, 5, and 6. Drivers changed from slick tyres to wets for the remainder of the event, getting Brock Feeney out in front of the safety car restart. Kai Allen pulled a daring move around the outside at turn 1, but retired late in the race as Brock Feeney cleared off to win the second race of the year.
2 from 2. Great job, great job. Awesome job. What a race. Well, that is the end of AltMegaRacing777's vlog of the 2026 Dunlop Sydney 500. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. And please be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell for any more notifications, and I'll see you again in another episode. And on that wave of the checkered flag, it's time to say so long.
You've been watching AltMegaRacing's coverage of the 2026 Sydney 500. I hope you've enjoyed this 3-part vlog, and please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for any more notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in another special episode. Also, special thank you to the Repco Supercars Championship, Shelby Power Racing Team, Merritton Sweeps Parramatta, Eastern Creek Raceway, and the Australian Race Drivers Club.